Hey, how are you, Leo? This is a general reading for the collective of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Not date or time specific. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. But as a general reading, it may not resonate for everyone. So just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. Yeah, we've got a lot going on in the cosmos. So retrograde parade is in full swing. Mercury will be in retrograde in Libra on the 9th. So that's just a handful of days away as I record this. We've got, I'm looking at my cheat sheet. That's how many. We have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Chiron, all retrograde. Mercury's about to join them at the end of October. Mars will be retrograde. So as some go direct, Mars will go retrograde. We have the full moon in Pisces the day after Mercury retrograde on the 10th. So there will be a special reading for that. But as for the Mercury retrograde, I did a series of special readings for it based on element. So there's a playlist, a new playlist called Astrological Transits. Go there and you'll see by element. It's good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. I know, I added all the personal planets because that's how those retrogrades hit us. Let's see, what else do we have? Venus moved into Virgo, Mars moved into Gemini, so a lot has happened since I saw you last. Let's see what's coming through in the Sacred Traveler. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing, by liking, by sharing if you feel called. Same goes for all of you who are returning. Leo, you know I love you. Very much personal favorite to do your readings. Vast vistas, expand your horizons. Transformation, lovely. Some Scorpio energy there. And impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So what that talks to you about here, Leo, with the impasse is when you come up against a wall. Now, we just came through your season. We're now in Virgo season, and Virgo is about redirection, integration. Virgo is like the Humpty Dumpty squad. Okay. Virgo's all about putting the pieces back together again that have been dissembled along the way. And we've just come through some very heavy and heady lunations, lunar cycles. So September is that month, or Virgo season is that month where we all get to catch our breath and we realize where we're coming up against some brick walls. So the sages will tell you, yeah, you've got to reflect and redirect your energy. You've got to find your way around the wall, around the impasse. And it isn't running at it head first. It's, taking some time to reflect in the retrograde season. Where have I bumped up against some things that seem impassable or intractable? And there has to be a creative solution to that problem. And Leo, you rule creativity. 5th house, come on. You can do it. So a fresh new way of living emerges. Transformation. Someone else got this card. Vast vistas. I want to say Cancer might have gotten it. Transformation. Vast vistas, expand your horizons. That feels more to me like 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, where you're looking out at the horizon. In the 2 of Wands, it's like, what do I want? I've got the world in the palm of my hand, and as far as I can see, limitless possibilities, right? What do I want? And the 3 of Wands is, now that I've determined what I want, when is it showing up? There's some expectation. So I love those cards for you. But the impasse one is interesting, because that's about reflecting and then redirecting your energy, and that's perfect for the retrograde season, especially Mercury. Don't forget, retrograde season is also about reconnections, reuniting, people showing up out of the past, out of nowhere, and if they don't, the situations that may have occurred, right, coming up against the same patterns, or the same topics, or the same pain that you've experienced in the past. So just keep that in mind. All right, so I'm pulling here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to do the split spread. This side of the reading is your counterpart. This is you. It can come through reverse. Just flip it if you need to. Don't let that, as long as the storyline resonates, yes. Here's an Emperor. And Queen of Swords, yeah. So definitely connected over here because she came out this morning, and the message of the Queen of Swords in the morning musing, which is what I do in the morning for our channel members, as well as those of you who have opted in for the all access pass to all the extended. You also get the morning musings. If you want to know more about it, there are links below, or click the join button. But she came out and I felt her power. It's like, yeah, you got to kind of reassess the situation and really get in touch with the truth of it, because you know it deep in your heart. So we've got the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. There's the Devil in the past. Why am I not surprised? Five of Cups, King of Wands. Wow. This could be the Leo side. You may need to flip it around. Nine of Cups for you in the past, some wish fulfillment. Maybe there was a little bit of complacency you were up against here. Ace of Swords right now, the aha moment, some epiphany coming in, clarity or a message of truth. And there's a Chariot. Wow. Moving forward. Some victory, some success. I like it. So just so you know, the Devil is, I know this is such an imposing figure, but to me in this case, the Devil just may be some kind of a pattern. I will call it a toxic pattern, right? The Devil is not patterns that we're thrilled with. It's shadow, it's fear, but it's things that kind of we repeat. From ego, from fear, and then we have the Five of Cups. Their regret, I just bit the inside of my cheek. Ow! Their regrets of that situation, their regrets of the past, and now the King of Wands, ready to claim what they want. I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine, says the King of Wands. Wow, and with this person leading an Emperor energy, the highest and best of all four kings, someone's jumping in the driver's seat of their life. Queen of Swords, as I already said, now this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy, but regardless, it is about that sort of a little dispassionate, and what I mean by that is not the bleeding heart of the Queen of Cups, right? Not as much of the outward directed passion of the Queen of Wands, right? The Queen of Swords, she kind of gets more practical about things, checks her emotions at the door. She's on a fact-finding mission. What is the truth of the situation? What do I know in my heart to be true? And in the past was the Nine of Cups. This is a card of wish fulfillment and emotional balance, but in its reversed energy, it can be about some complacency that may have existed, and that may have been part of the ugly pattern. Okay, so that may have been where the impasse occurred. But you're going to get some clarity around it if you haven't already. You're in the energy of the Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, and then it's full steam ahead in the Chariot, Cancerian energy of the Chariot. So let's go ahead and clarify, shall we? For those of you in the United States, I am wishing you happy Labor Day. Hope you had a nice holiday weekend. For me, it's been work, 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 work. Yeah, there's a song in there somewhere, right? Ah, this is gorgeous already. So our Emperor here, really wanting this emotional fulfillment, a kind of like putting the cherry on top, right? The icing and then the cherry on top, or the cherry on top of the sundae, whatever you want to call it. And there's that Five of Cups, all the regret. Their present experience of the connection is looking backwards at all that they regret. And look what they want to do about it, though. Yeah, they're all about reconciliation and making peace and creating an environment where there can be a win-win outcome, meeting you in the middle there. Really beautiful. I like where we're started. Okay, Devil. Some Capricornian energy. That's a card of Saturn. Yes, this person, you may think they got over on you. The only one they got over on was themselves. This is all about self-deception. Now, may they have Lied by omission of fact? Possibly. May they have left you feeling betrayed? Absolutely. But the lie that was told here was to themselves. Yeah. A prison of their own making. The Devil and the Eight of Swords are both imprisoned energies. This person, very likely, if you have a third-party scenario and you're dealing with someone who is connected to someone else in a long-term connection, whether it doesn't have to be a marriage, but if it is, that's like ding, ding, ding. That's your sign. This person is trapped either by their thoughts and perceptions, overthinking about the future and not wanting to make a commitment, or telling you they did but they didn't, whatever it is for you. It's general. You got to take it as it resonates. But if they were stuck in something, I am feeling someone very stuck trying to escape a situation that they don't see themselves in for the long haul in the future. I'm not sure it involved you. That's what I'm trying to say. I have a feeling it involved some other scenario, whether it was work related or obligations. It just feels to me like this person, I'm almost getting I said this a long time ago, but not that long, a couple months ago, where I got the visual of a gerbil who gets their leg caught in the little wheel. And I don't know if you've ever heard about these things, but those little gerbils, little hamsters, if they get trapped, if they get stuck, they will chew their leg off. I'm not kidding. I have lived through that as a child. It was traumatizing. And that's what I see here, is someone who would have just as soon bit their own damn leg off to get out of a situation that they were stuck in. Yeah. And I'm not sure they were stuck in it with you. I feel they were stuck in it somewhere else, and their complacency of not knowing how to get out or not wanting to do the work that it would have required to extract themselves from a situation is why we've got you here with that sort of energy of unfulfilled wishes. Five of Cups. There's the Chariot. They want to move forward now. You've got the Chariot. There's the Six of Cups, past life soulmate. The Moon. They don't know how you feel. They can't access that energetically for some reason. You may have them closed off right now, so be mindful of that. Five of Cups, their regrets of the past is how they're experiencing the connection right now. They want to move toward the past life soulmate. They want to move forward. It's a victory card, but something's kind of nagging at them. It's that sense like they don't know what's going on beyond the veil, so it triggers insecurities. It's where we go when we tell ourselves monster stories in the middle of the night. It's scary. It's scary, especially if you've been out of connection, if you've been out of contact is what I mean to say. If there's been no communication, if you've been in some physical separation and without a lot of communication, and they don't even know if you're single. They don't know nothing. And I feel like that's part of the problem here. They've got these beautiful thoughts of how to bridge the gap between you, how to bring the two of you back together, how to reunite, how to make peace, but they don't know what they don't know. And so all they're sort of left with is the desire to take some action, but no clarity as to how it will be received or if it will be received. Now, going forward, King of Wands, that's good. Yeah, King of Wands, okay. Yeah. Oh, I know. It makes me emotional for so many reasons. King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Okay, this person's very clear about what they want, and they are determined to get it, to claim it, to make it their own. That's this connection. But they're going to be very intentional about it. They're going to move forward with a plan, be very deliberate, very conscious about it. And part of their intention here is to come in with a message of love or apology. but they're definitely plotting their course. That's the future. So they're coming upon this awareness of, I've got to make this person mine, or I have to get this message to this person, and that person being you, of course. But then they're going to kind of pull the reins back on themselves. That's part of the wisdom of the kings. And they're going to say, wait a minute, let me plot this course so I don't make any mistakes. Now here you are in Queen of Swords, showing up as that Queen of Swords. With the Wheel of Fortune. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah. Is destiny unfolding right before your eyes? Is it time for you to be together? Is it time for you to finally commit in 3D? I think that's what you're trying to figure out or sort through. Queen of Swords is looking for some truths in the situation, but with that Wheel of Fortune, it is destiny, it is fate, it is karma even, and you're sort of giving over to that a little bit. If we're meant to be a thing in 3D, right, Hierophant, we will be. So seeing it a little dispassionately, a little less emotionally, and a little bit more practically, and with some eye toward honesty and truth. And the one part is, well, if it's meant to be, they'll show up. It'll be. And the other part is, but I don't know what I don't know. So waiting on this, illumination, this enlightenment. Interesting, the oracle card this morning was the Queen of the Light. And it was about enlightenment. Yes. So now I'm feeling that Ace of Swords a little differently. Okay, Nine of Cups in the past. The World. The Seven of Cups and the Sun. Well, there's some Leo too. The double hit of the King of Wands. Yeah, there's some questions around mixed messages maybe. I think things were stop and go is what's coming through. Stop and go. So wishes partially fulfilled, then reneged upon. Cycles beginning that were exciting and everything you could have wanted, and then they fall off. That's what I'm seeing here. And that Seven of Cups left you with more questions than answers, more confusion, and definitely impacted your happiness. It's like close but no cigar, right? Just 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And all because this person sort of talked a good game, Seven of Swords, but they didn't follow through. And they probably told you what you wanted to hear, but not what was reality-based for them in the moment. I'm feeling a little fantasy coming in on your side, but it's based on what you were told. So if it's what you were told, there was an expectation, and whether it was realistic or not, I don't know. But right now, with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, you're all about the reality check. Yes, Knight of Swords. 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're getting some insight here, but you want more. You want more truth. You want more truth. You've waited long enough. Like, what the actual F went on? The clarity's starting to come in, but it's unfolding pretty organically and slowly at that. And with this 5 of Pentacles underneath, like this person ghosted you or fell off the face of the earth or something went down. I don't see a tower. I don't see a 10 of Swords, but I'm feeling that energy. It has come through in your readings before, Leo. So I'm kind of getting the feeling like this is the aftermath. This is like after all the dust of the tower settles and after you nurse your own wounds from the 10 of Swords, what you're left with is like, what happened? And I need to see this more clearly and accurately as it really is, instead of how I had either romanticized it or fantasized it in the past based on information you received or were told from this person. And that's what they have regrets about. So let's look at the Chariot for you going forward. There's the Tower. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're finally ready to turn the page and move on, move forward, move on in your power, in your comfort, in your stability. Underneath is the beautiful healing energy of the Four of Swords. I feel that's what you're going to move forward to. It's like, yeah, now that I've got some clarity around it, I don't know what I'm hanging around here for. It's just time for me to have some success on my own terms. Really take care of myself. That beautiful energy of the Queen of Pentacles is coming through more as self-care than anything, because we have the healing energy of the Four of Swords underneath, which is also part of Mercury retrograde, and that Tower is what you're moving away from. So kind of overcoming in a very powerful way the Tower. I feel like it's kind of coming through as a wake-up call about a Tower from the past. But yeah, sometimes the Tower is just like a shock, like, oh, wow, now I see things clearly. Whether it comes in from this person or not, I feel like it might with this Knight of Swords. I feel you're open to it, and that's the energy you're putting out there. But regardless of how that information comes in, it may just drop in. You may just get the enlightenment or the insight or the aha moment and go like, you know what? I'm ready to move on. I'm totally liberating myself from this situation and putting myself first. So, very interesting reading for Leo and the cross watchers. I can see Leo on both sides, so it just depends on your situation. Let me tell you who showed up. Emperor is Aries. Devil is Capricorn. Chariot is out twice. That's Cancerian energy. The Moon is Pisces. King of Wands double hit. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. It's actually a card of Jupiter. Hierophant is Taurus. The World is Aquarius and Capricorn. The Sun is Leo. Tower is Aries, and the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Pretty powerful reading. I think you're going to move beyond. You're definitely reflecting and redirecting your energy in the near future. A transformation is absolutely possible, and you'll be able to see things more clearly and where you may be headed in the future. The extended, there's a link below in the description box in the first sentence that'll take you to the extended, where I'm going to pull the two of you together, do a reading for the two of you together instead of separate like I did here. We'll get your messages to and from each other at 5D. What are you trying to communicate? What are they trying to say to you? A message from Spirit of the Universe, some advice, some guidance, maybe a warning. Hidden energies, what's going on behind the scenes you may not know, but probably would want to. And then the opportunities going forward, the outcome position, and some oracles. So links below. I'll see you there. Bye for now.